Danny here, Queen Glitter Chaos, more schmoo with Dee Dee's Speed Shop, and look! It's Dee Dee's Speed Shop!
Oh, hi there. Dan here, Danny's channel.
More schmoo!
More schmoo, sorry. I want to talk about old cars. Really off topic here. So, we did a live the other night, a few people were talking about the car and stuff like that, and one of the comments came up as though this car appears to be a auction find. How was it worded? It was like a quick flip option find, used car dealer kind of car. And I was like, well, that's not really the case. I mean, this car was bought from a towing auction, so that was what it was. When I went and looked at it, it had 4 flat tires. You couldn't really get under it. What I could see was kind of mediocre. Now we're doing floor pans, which you've either already seen or something on the channel. And it was, how do I word this? Worse than I wanted, but better than I expected, I guess, right? So it is what it is. You have to go in there with your eyes open and realize it's going to be what it's going to be. Now, these old cars, I keep hearing this, changing angles. These old cars, people are doing quick flips and all this stuff, and these dealers are ripping people off and all that, and I'm not saying that's not happening. A lot of it is buyer beware. You have to know what you're getting into. But here's how I always look at it. If it's asterisk, if it's portrayed as restored and all these stuff's mint and all that, and it's not, that guy's a crook. You have to be aware. Bring a guy, if you don't know what you're looking at, to look at it and go from there. But a lot of these old cars, they are 50, 60, 70 years old, depending on what you're looking at. In what world is a 65-year-old car that was driven not going to be somewhat worn out? If you look at like a 10-year-old car now, they're junk around here anyways, 10, 15 years old. So how much effort would you put into a 15-year-old car to fix it up today? Like a 2005 Cobalt that has rotted out floors. What would you do? You don't want your feet wet, you pour some fiberglass in there, some sheet metal and some pop rivets or whatever it is, and it's done. You're probably not buying factory panels and cutting out the spot welds and all that sort of thing. So I look at these old cars as that's how they were at one point. And the guys probably did the best they could. Patch panels weren't available. They kept them on the road and they kept enjoying them. If they didn't do that, the option is the car is rotten and needs service. You have to pick what way you want to go. You fix it, okay, 100%, 100-point restoration, no one can afford. Fixing the garage the best you can, kind of rough. Now that's a broad scale of how nice or bad it could be. Or it goes to scrap, it goes to the farmer's field, it goes to storage, and then the car does this. It just absolutely rots away. When they're sitting in fields and moisture and all these things, rats, mice, it just gets destroyed. This car sat in a garage for many years, so the interior was nice. I've never had a car with a nice interior. Usually my stuff is complete hot garbage.
Honestly, just having a headliner is pretty dang fancy.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot wrong with this car. I mean, obviously the hood being buckled, the roof being smashed, the floors being kind of soft, the brakes not being good, all these little things, but what do you do? The nicer the car was, I couldn't afford it. This was the cheapest car of what it is at my highest amount of budget. Like, we intersected. It's like the F around and find out graph. That's where we were. So there you go. Like, this is the perfect car for me. Now, if this was advertised and someone puts tires on it and shine up, it's like, oh, original 1955 Nomad, blah, 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 blah. Well, no, it doesn't have the original motor. The floors are rough. The interior's been redone. All these things. But that's not what it is. So just be aware if someone's representing something as restored or whatever it may be, okay, you have to realize a guy restored it. I'm a guy, and a lot of you guys maybe not like the work I do sometimes. That's who could be doing it.
People are starting to say that you should just start calling it refurbished.
Refurbished, yeah, there we go. Well, that's what I'm doing. It's not restored by any means.
It's refurbishing.
We're keeping it on the road. We're taking it apart, cleaning it, putting it back together, and then we're going to enjoy many more years of service, which is what a car should be. So just be in mind, the odds of finding a 55 Chevy Nomad or whatever, let's use this as an EG because it's here, that's like original floors, no rust, everything is mint, all these things, is like zero. And if you do find it, the price has a lot of zeros in it. And even if this thing was sitting in like a climate controlled room, and all that sort of stuff, the interior's still gonna get cracked and dry out. The suspension's gonna kind of do its thing. It's gonna need work. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you drive it and enjoy it, it's one thing, it starts wearing itself out. If you let it sit forever, it also kind of wears out in a different way. So just be aware of that. I just wanted to make sure people kind of understood that. And don't have this fear of every car that has a paint job on it, it's a quick flip. There's lots of guys out there, there's lots of greasy guys out there. But I feel like that's in any world. I mean, houses, plumbing, electrical, it doesn't matter what the trade is or what the thing is, the classic, you get what you pay for it, is there. Just really be aware, go with your eyes open. If you don't know what you're doing, bring someone who can. And just because a car is shiny and all, maybe it is rough underneath or whatever it may be, doesn't mean it's a bad car. You just have to accept of what it needs. And when someone values that, there's guys that'll get in, they'll buy a car, that they're upside down on it, they're pissed off and all these things. I run into it all the time. At the parts store, I'm buying stuff. Perfect example, the guy's like, oh, I'll just put a couple of patch pans in, realizes it needs a full floor. Who's he mad at? Is he mad at the car that got driven? Is he mad at the guy that drove it? Is he mad at the guy that sold him patch panels because he told him that's what he wanted? I mean, I don't know. I guess be aware of it. Those comments kind of drive me a little crazy. Old cars did nothing wrong. They're good. They just need a little bit of love. And at some point they were just a car. Nobody cared about them. Not everything was a 71, CUDA, whatever, RT and stuff like that people kind of cared about. So
I guess a big part of it too is setting your, like, a realistic expectation of what you're getting into, right? Because somebody might go and, like, realistic with what the car is and with their own skill set and with what they want out of it, right? Because there are people out there who maybe they're fine with getting, like, a flipper thing that has the fiberglass floorboards or whatever because they just want to have the car that they've always wanted and that's it, right? And they're happy with that and they're enjoying that. And so even on that spectrum, like, let them enjoy that. If it's not exactly how you would have done it, let them enjoy the car that they paid for.
I look at car similar, like our house, 1955. So, it's had windows done, it's had the roof done, but it's got a lot of old stuff, hardwood floors, all those things.
Well, and the hardwood floors are a great example, right? They're wrecked.
Well, I refinished them 20 years ago, and now they're time to be done again. But they've been used. You have dogs, you have people over. What are you going to do? Have people keep their slippers on and walk on a little pathway? It's the way it goes. I like to enjoy stuff, and it unfortunately gets worn out, if you want to look at it. But you put it back in service, and you take care of it, and I think you'll be happy with it. So again, just because the ad says brand new and this and that, old Tricky Ricky's trying to tell you what to buy, just go in there with your own, kind of vibe. And stuff like that. I think a lot of people are honest. I also think a lot of people don't know, and then they'll portray something as, oh, this is a restored vehicle, because they bought it and it had a quick paint job on it. Maybe it had some floor pans, tech screwed in or pop rooted in. It has brand new carpet on it or something, and they don't know. And you don't know what you don't know, and that's just reality. So that's my little rant, I guess. I just wanted to, people to understand there's a difference between a quick flip and just an old car. And unfortunately with the internet and stuff like that, and TV shows, people make it seem like, oh, we got ripped off, we're gonna lose the shop and all these things. Would have I liked this car to have mint floorboards? Sure, but that's not what happened. And I bought it, I looked at it, Murr gave me the okay, now I'm fixing it. That's just kind of the way it is. So
really you should just be mad at Murr.
God damn it, Murr. Get over here and polish this thing. But yeah, I don't know, I've ranted enough. So we had some coffees. Dan here. How does this work?
What do you mean? Because it's a camera. You know how it works better than I do.
I'm not familiar with these.
Okay, so we are in the Caprese, and we are going to go and get a couple. Can you film nice, please? I can see you.
Watch traffic. This isn't Big Rig Trucker. There's rules here.
It's American Truck Simulator. Thank you. And I parked that trailer so good last night. It was intense. It took 20 minutes, but I parked it. Okay, stop.
I'm up. Well, what are you trying to run that guy?
Oh my gosh. I regret bringing you along.
I don't know why I'm here. I just wanted a coffee.
Well,
I have nothing. I don't want to do anything else.
I wanted to spend time with you. Anyways, so do you even have me in there? You're not even looking at the thing. I need better help. Anyways, so we're gonna go get coffees, and then we're gonna go to Walmart, and we're gonna get a couple of the editions of the Canadian Hot Rod magazine that Dan is featured in, and he's gonna sign them, and then I'll give them away for free. Yay! Okay, you can stop now. You're a terrible cameraman.
I don't think there's any sound.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, as you can tell, it is not the same day it was when that last clip ended. It's been, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's been about 2 weeks since we had filmed that. We totally got the dates wrong on when the magazine was coming out, but it's out now, like this week, as this is being recorded. This is like the most real-time recording you guys are gonna get out of me. So I found 2 yesterday at the Save On Foods. I'm heading out to Walmart to see if I can get 3 more copies, and then we're gonna give away 5 signed copies. It doesn't matter if you're US or Canada, I will ship, I'll mail it to wherever. But in order to enter, so I didn't really talk about how to enter. The easiest way to do it is if you would like your chance to win a signed Canadian Hot Rod magazine, head over to the website, dddspeechup.ca. In the contact us area, or send us an email, whatever it's called. I'll put a little thing here. Send me an email, say you want the magazine, and I will put your name into the draw. And then that way, whoever wins, I can email you back really easily and get your contact information to mail out the magazine to you. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get a couple more copies of the mag. Dan wants lunch. I don't know if we're gonna get him for lunch, but he wants that. We must feed him, then we'll make him sign some stuff. So that's what we're off to today. Also, super strange. So as you can probably see by like the surroundings behind me, today is what, December like 3rd or something, and like there's no snow. It is crazy. Like, I kind of regret putting stripper glitter away, but it does get really, really icy still in the mornings and stuff, so it makes sense that she's not here. But I'll tell you guys what, the Caprese has been a fantastic winter car so far. Like, got the winter tires on, there were a few kind of heavier snow days, and this car did amazing. So that was pretty dang exciting. But we're gonna head on out to the Walmart. Actually, for Americans, the wonderful guy at Canadian Hot Rod Magazine let us know that if you're in America, it is available at Barnes & Noble and one other place. Or you can also actually call the American toll-free line, I'll put that here too, and order a hard copy of it. Okay, so that Walmart was a bust. It didn't have what we were looking for. It had last month's edition, so if you're looking for last month's edition, this Walmart had a bunch. But so apparently though, it is available at Walmart, Shoppers, Chapters, Indigo, Save-Ons, which is where I got 2 yesterday, and other grocery stores that have magazine sections. So let's head over. There's a Shoppers nearby. Oh, I think there's actually one like in this parking lot. Is there? No, maybe there's not. But we're gonna go to Shoppers and see if we have some better luck there. Oh man, you guys, there is a Shoppers in this parking lot. Booyah. Man, that worked out great for us. Look at that, we found it at the Shoppers. Man, I have to say, I'm just like really proud of Dan. This is like a really cool article. Like, the pictures look awesome. It's just such a neat, like, I don't know. I think it's just such a neat accomplishment for him. And it's like a huge spread. Like, it goes for quite a few pages. Like, it doesn't skip nothing, that's for sure. Like, it's awesome. It's a really well written article too. It really captures the essence of what Dan does, which is just like awesome. So make sure, if you guys want your chance to win a signed copy, I know it's kind of cheesy, I don't know, I'm just really proud of him. So if you want your chance to win a signed copy, ddSpeechUp.ca, go to the contact email, send me an email saying that you want to enter. No purchases necessary or anything. Just go to the website, send me your email, and then everyone will go into a draw. All right, we've got the magazines. Let's go see how much the talent is gonna charge me to get them signed. I've set them all up for you.
A marker?
Yes, I brought you a marker. Wow,
What are you gonna do here?
your face is really sure that you're working. Well, you gotta sign it. Don't do that. I paid money for these.
Gotta draw a little.
No, okay, do it nice. Okay, took some convincing and some, shockingly I had to teach him how to sign. But there you go. There's gonna be 6 signed magazines to give away. And you guys just have to go to the website and send in a contact form saying that you want one, and then I'll do a draw later on this week. Look at how nice you look in that photo.
I feel like I look kind of chunky.
No, I think you look
Right in
great.
the midsection.
I like the way you
Look
look.
at the dirty jeans though, eh?
Forever immortalized.
We're in the same boots as we are today. Which you can tell because there's a hole there.
All there. Man, you sure do dress up for the good people, don't you?
I'm not trying to impress anyone. What shirt am I wearing today? Oh, I'm not wearing it. I thought maybe I was wearing the exact same shirt, but that was hilarious.
Well, thank you for doing this, honey.
Oh, you know me, just do whatever you need.
I appreciate ya. Dan here. DD Speech Up.